Hello, Houghton athletes. It's Mr. Walsh here. As I record this, we only have 1 week of school left. I want to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for continuing to be active, for checking out my videos, for sending me clips of you being active, for sending me little messages in the Google Classroom, telling me what you've been doing to keep those feet moving. These things have been truly inspiring to me, and they've been, quite simply, one of the nicest things over these last few weeks. And I want to thank each and every one of you for them. Thank you, kids. Each spring, I try to make it into every fourth grade classroom to conduct a lesson I like to call the Physical Education Word Lesson. This lesson is a truly excellent combination of English language arts, art, and physical education. I asked the fourth grade children to choose an idiom from their favorite activity or sport, and then asked them to draw a picture of that idiom as if they've never heard it before. For example, if they chose the words home run, as a baseball fan, you'd know what a home run is. But what if you didn't? You might draw a picture of a house with legs underneath running away. The kids always get so creative, and I just love seeing what they come up with. As a part of this lesson, I use a passage from a book called In the Year of the Boar in Jackie Robinson. When the main character in the book, Shirley, plays baseball for the very first time in her life, she's confused and puzzled by some of the expressions that baseball players use. For example, when they shout, "Go home," to Shirley, she at first thinks she's done something wrong. In addition to this book helping me illustrate to the children what figurative language is and how you can find them in so many of the different sports we love to play, it's also a wonderful chance for me to remind the kids about who Jackie Robinson was. He is, quite simply, one of the most important cultural figures in the history of our country, and not just for his Hall of Fame baseball skills, which were considerable, but also for the fact he was the first African-American baseball player to play in Major League Baseball. Before Jackie Robinson, all African-American ball players were not allowed in the major leagues, but instead had to play in leagues of their own. Leagues that were separate and not equal. So many of these wonderful players never got the chance to play in the major leagues simply because of the color of their skin. These players were treated unfairly. How would you feel if you were told that you cannot achieve your dream just because of how you look? To this very day, African Americans rightly continue to demand the right to be treated fairly. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks, Frederick Douglass, Barack Obama, Jackie Robinson. These are just a few of the black leaders we learn about in school and their courageous struggles to bring equality for all. Mr. Rogers told us, in tough times, look for the helpers. So how can we help? By living our Houghton core values to help bring positive change to the world. Jackie Robinson helped people see the fundamental injustice in separating black players from white players. And we can all use our Houghton core values to treat every person with the fairness, compassion, and respect they deserve. This brings me to another book that I'd like to recommend to you by an author and an artist I absolutely love. The artist's name is Kadir Nelson, and I find his works of art to be so vibrant and alive with feeling, heart, emotion, and movement. His latest work, entitled After the Storm, is truly something to behold. Kadir Nelson has written and illustrated several different books, but the one I'd like to recommend to you today is called We Are the Ship, the story of Negro League Baseball. The story is so informative and eye-opening as he tells it from the point of view of a Negro League ballplayer. It also is cool how it consists of 9 chapters, or, as he calls them, innings, just like in a real professional baseball game. The book is a treasure because it tells the story of the leagues and players far too few people know about. The art is absolutely spectacular. I highly recommend this book for anyone, especially if you're passionate about history or baseball or an incredibly important time in baseball history. When I was a boy, and it was summertime, my mom gave me some homework. She told me that I needed to watch a show on Channel 2 called Reading Rainbow. The reason why she wanted me to watch that show was because it gave you ideas for new books to read. And later that day when she got home from work, we'd go to the library and check out some of those books. So I would be beyond pleased, and I feel it would be so nice if you added We Are the Ship, the story of Negro League Baseball, to your list of books that you'd like to read real soon. Boys and girls, I hope you all have a wonderful summer. Keep reading. Stay active. Every chance you get to play, take it. I will see you in the fall, and it is my sincere hope that we will meet together in the gym, and you'll be sitting on those little red spots, and you'll be looking at me, eager for a new lesson to begin, and we'll be able to share in those games together. Have a wonderful summer, Houghton.